See, look at virtual hard disk are the files that you can use the same as a physical hard disk. So what is virtual means we can use it as a physical hard disk. It's not imaginary. It is not we can't use it. Like your virtual machines, we can use a virtual machine same as we can able to use, like how you use a virtual machine same as we can use a your virtual same as virtual hard disk also. Okay, so here it is. Too easy to understand, so we'll go to the simple explanation here. This is my physical hard disk. This is my physical hard disk. For example, this is my e drive. Okay, this is my physical hard disk e drive. So for example, I have a 500 GB free space is there. I have a 500 GB free space is there. Okay, now I am creating a hard disk here in my existing physical location only. It is a virtual hard disk. It won't create in some different way, different place. It we can create in a physical location, any physical location only. It should be existed. Like you create a virtual machine and you create in a physical machine only. You didn't create somewhere. Okay, some imagination you didn't create. You create and running in a same physical machine only. Same as virtual hard disk, you can create and run in a same machine only, and you store in a your physical locations only. So this is my virtual hard disk. Okay, so it is stored in a physical hard disk, but how it is stores, just like a file only. You want to see, I will show you one existing physical one. So see, these are my virtual hard disk. These are all of my virtual hard disk. So I can store a data in this virtual hard disk, and I can remove the data from this virtual hard disk also. Just like how you access the physical hard disk, same as I can connect the disk and I can disconnect the disk also. These are the virtual hard disk. Okay, but it is look like a file. It does not look like something different. It is look like a file only. See, some name, some date, and here it is what type of file it is. Hard disk image file, and it is the size of the disk. Symbol is little bit different from the normal files. Okay, it is file in this physical hard disk. That's it. Now here two types of virtual hard disk and two formats of virtual hard disk you have to discuss generally. So we'll see that one. First of all, I have to go to disk management. Okay. Okay. So here it is. I have a two physical hard disk. These two are a physical hard disk. Next, here I'm going to create a virtual hard disk in my H drive. Okay. In my H drive, already three virtual hard disks are there. Okay. I can remove it. So, but still I want to leave it like that. Okay. So in my H drive only, I'm going to create it. So look at how I'm creating. Guys, you can also do in your physical machine, not now, later. But be careful when you are doing, guys. If you do mistake, that is your mistake only. Okay. And remember, so important one is, remember what is my H drive size. Now 160 GB free. Oh, okay. 160 GB free space. 160 GB free space out of 531 GB. So that is 531 GB is my single space, like a H drive space. Okay, that is also one partition. It is right, my H drive. 160 GB free disk space. Used space is 370 GB. Remember that one. 160 GB free space. Why I'm telling? So I will tell that one. So 160 GB free space. Next, I'm going to create a virtual hard disk. So create a VHD. So create a VHD. Create VHD. And when you see here, it is there is a two formats are there: virtual hard disk format VHD and VHDX. And VHD supports virtual hard disk up to 240 to 2040 GB in a size. It means 2 terabytes of size. Means VHD support up to 2 terabytes. VHDX support more than 2 terabytes. More than 2 terabyte of virtual hard disk you can able to create it, but maximum of 64 terabytes only. VHDX format only available from Windows 8 Array Server 2012 only. Okay, so first of all, virtual hard disk format. As for the Microsoft, two formats are there: VHD dot VH 2 terabytes. Okay, VHD up to 2 terabyte. Dot VHDX format support more or a larger than 2 terabyte and up to 64 terabyte. Okay, up to 64 terabyte. So this is the Microsoft, from Microsoft. Because the VHDX formats are from Microsoft. Okay, next, if you look at this, fixed size and dynamically expanding. Okay, so virtual disk type. Actually, there is a several types are there. So first main important one is these two only: fixed size and dynamically expanding. So what is a fixed size? Um, Virtual hard disk file is allocated to its maximum size when the virtual hard disk is created. I will explain, don't worry. Okay, I will explain, so don't worry what is the difference and all. Just I'm typing the virtual hard disk, but read it when I am typing, and just read it what is there. It is what you look at. This file grows to its maximum size as data is written to the virtual hard disk. Okay, so what is this meaning? So first we'll see it. Okay, First, we have to see the meaning of this fixed size and a dynamically expanding size. Look at here, guys. Okay. For example, I'm going to create a virtual hard disk in my E drive. In my E drive, I'm going to create a virtual hard disk in my E drive. Okay. So the hard disk is fixed hard disk. What is it? Fixed type of hard disk. Fixed hard disk. Okay. Fixed disk. And it is a 10 GB disk. Okay. It is a 10 GB disk. Okay. I created a 10 GB hard disk and I created a fixed hard disk. So what is the meaning of fixed hard disk? When you create a hard disk, allocate the maximum size when the virtual hard disk is created. It occupy 10 GB when you create a hard disk first time only. It is occupy first only. Okay, it occupies first only. So that is the fixed hard disk. Okay, so what happened? So 500 GB of your free disk space, the 10 GB will occupy when it is created. Okay, now how much is left over? 490 GB only left over free space. And what is the data in the 10 GB hard disk? No data, no data, but it occupies. Even if you don't put any data in the fixed hard disk, it occupy the 10 GB automatically. Because, okay, if you create 20 GB, it will occupy 20 GB. You create a 40 GB hard disk, it occupy 40 GB also. Next, for example, for example, I put some 2 GB data, 2 GB data in this hard disk. I put a 2 GB data in this hard disk. Okay, how much my free space? No change in it because it is already occupy the 10 GB. How much data you put it in this hard disk? Maximum you can put a 10 GB data only. Maximum you can put a 10 GB data only anyway, and it is already taken a space. Okay, if you don't get it, I will tell another example because you should understand the virtual hard disk. Okay, so for example, this is totally my empty space. See, these are entirely my empty space. This is totally my space. Okay, but I said this is my place, my occupied place. So I put a something like this. This is my place. I occupied this one. In this land, I occupied this land. So how much land is remaining? Only other than this is a remaining. Like this, I put a 500 minus 10. So 490, same thing. This much space is only left over. Whatever the data, whatever the thing I do, I put it inside of this. It won't affect on any other things, right? Anyway, it won't affect on your external to the this space, but size won't changes also. Okay, because it's already occupied, because it's a already occupied space. So what is a fixed hard disk? When you create a fixed hard disk, it occupy the space from your disk space only in a starting day only, at the starting only. Next one is dynamically expanding disk. Next one is dynamically expanding disk. Dynamically expand, not a dynamic disk, guys. There is a difference between dynamic disk and dynamically expanding disk. Dynamic disk, dynamically expanding. Okay, so dynamic disk means if you want to add two or more disk together and create a large volume, that is you have to convert from basic to dynamic. dynamically expanding disk or a virtual hard disk. Virtual hard disk, when you create a disk, for example, I create a 10 GB dynamically expanding disk, it won't affect on your physical space. For example, I created 10 GB, then what is the my free space? Nothing, no effect. No effect on your physical hard disk. Maximum for starting, it will take 4 MB. Any hard disk, how much size you are created, first initial it is 4 MB. Later it will expand. Later automatically expand by initiating format or partitions and all. It will expand up to maximum 600 MB, 1 GB, like that. It will occupy very less. Okay, so it much don't affect on a, it won't occupy space when it is created. Whenever you keep putting the data, okay, whenever you keep putting a data, for example, I copied a 2 GB data in this disk. I copy a 2 GB data in this disk, then it occupy 2 GB. So my free space is 488. It occupy 2 GB in this one. So when I put a 2 GB data in the dynamically expanding disk in a 10 GB disk, so then it will expand. Then it will expand. My 10 GB become 2 GB now. So actual name is 10 GB disk only, but it is data occupation is 2 GB. Now add a 4 GB extra. Now 2 plus 4, 6 GB. Now my disk is size occupation increases. Now total it is become 6 GB occupation. Now 4 GB added, so 484. This is free space is available. And how much we can able to expand this one? Maximum 10 GB. So once 10 GB data inserted into this one, you can't put a more data in that one. Even it is a dynamically expanding, you can't put the more data which is we actually created. Guys, understand or not? Not understand? So we see practically. Yeah, practically we see first, and then we'll see again. Okay, VHDX and fixed size. I'm taking fixed size, and the location is H drive because I have a H drive more space. And already I told in a H drive I have a 160 GB free space. That is already I showed it, right? Now I'm creating a size. There are CTS 9 candidates, right? CTS 9 fixed disk. Okay, fixed disk I am creating. Save it, and I'm creating a 10 GB disk. Already I told I will create a 10 GB disk. 10 GB fixed virtual hard disk, VHDX hard disk I'm creating. Click OK. It will take time, guys. Don't worry. So it is percentage is going on. So don't worry. Just let it go. Let it create. It will take because it's a fixed hard disk. It will take time. Dynamic hard disk will create in within a seconds. Still creating. Okay. Yeah, what happened meanwhile? It crashed or what? Oh. Network. I think it is okay. Guys, can you able to hear?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Very good, very good.
Yes, sir.
So,
Yes, sir.
so this is new hard disk is created. You can see 10 GB hard disk. Newly disk is created, unallocated. Virtual hard disk is created and it is attached automatically. You can see right click, detach VHD. If you right click, it is not showing detach VHD. It is showing detach VHD. It means it is virtual hard disk only. I'm not doing anything. Just it is automatically attached. That's it. Virtual hard disk is successfully created. Just refresh. Can you see 150 GB? My hard disk is 160 GB free space. Now it is become 150 GB. Why? Why it is become 150 GB my H drive? Oh dear. Why it is keep disconnecting this app? You seem to be offline.
Instead of the This conference will now be recorded.
Okay. See why it is keep crashing? I don't understand because network is okay. Yes, my network is good. Uh, that is a good network. 3940. Also okay. It is also okay. See here it is. It is a 160 GB free space earlier. Now it is showing 150 GB free space. So why it is? Because I created a fixed hard disk and now it is occupied 10 GB. You can see look at here fixed hard disk. Because when I create it, automatically occupies 10 GB in a starting one. You see size and size on the disk. Bah. Connected again. This is 10 GB hard disk is created. See fixed hard disk 10 GB at occupied. Whether you put a data inside or not, it is occupied 10 GB already. And if you look at here, initially it is a 160 GB. Now it is showing 150 GB. So that is fixed hard disk. The next one. So when you insert a hard disk, what to do? First step, guys. When you insert a new freshly hard disk, what to do?
creating partitions.
Very good. But it is not showing any partition option. So tell me. Read it. Read on the screen. Don't think. Look at the screen. You're a troubleshooter. Take a AK-47 and shoot it. Before you shoot, what to do? Look at it. Look at what to do.
Initialize.
Very good. It is not initialized, so you have to initialize. Okay. If it is offline, then online it. Which one you want it? MBR or GPT?
GPT.
Very good. Okay. MBR is also okay. No problem. But anything. Okay. So now it is GPT. Next. Now what to do? You can create a simple value. So you want to take a partition, you can create a partition, or you want to make it everything as a single one, you can take. NTFS FAT options are here. Okay. See, this is color it is showing. So, so see the difference, little color difference is there. So whenever you see like this, it is a virtual hard disk. This is I drive. Okay, drive letter it is showing I, and I'm going to this PC. Okay, and can you see this is the 10 GB hard disk. You can store the data as you store the data in a normal hard disk only. Okay, so I'm going to store some data in it. How much data is easy? So E drive. So your files properties. Yeah, 1.23 GB. Get copy and paste into iDrive. So like I store a data in regular drives. Now I'm storing a data into my virtual hard disk also, and I'm accessing the data like a normal virtual hard disk also. So normal hard disk. Okay, so I put a almost more than 1 GB of data in it, and in the hard disk it is showing. So out of 8.8 thing, so it is showing a 8.71 is free. So 1.26 GB data I put it into this virtual hard disk. I put a data into that virtual hard disk, almost more than 1 GB, right? But it should show now here. Earlier it is 150 and it should be 149. Why it is not a 149 or 148? Because the 10 GB space already occupied. How much data you put it inside? Up to 10 GB you can put it, but once it is already occupied, so it won't show the changes. Okay, so that is your fixed hard disk. Next, about a hard disk, about a virtual hard disk, either it is dynamically expanded or a fixed hard disk. About a hard disk, first one I want to tell here it is. So this is my virtual hard disk, right? So I'm going to detach it. I'm going to detach it from here. I'm doing. We can do it from your this PC option also. I'm doing from here. So detach VHD. Okay. Now VHD is detached. And where is this? I drive. H drive is there. And where is the I drive? Where is the I drive? It is gone. And if you see, it is there. Actually, the disk is there means in the file format, but in a it is not connected. But it is not connected. Okay, you can attach it whenever you want it. You can attach it. So attach VHD, browse. It is in H drive only, right? So this is my hard disk. Click open. Now see, my disk is attached, and already it is. I told it is there is a drive. Drive letter may changes because drive letters are logical. Okay. Now see, my I drive is there, and if you see, data is also there. So when you put a data stores in the drive, whether you attached or not. Once you put a data inside, it will be there in that virtual hard disk only. What are the data you store in the virtual hard disk? It stays in the virtual hard disk. If you want to access, you have to attach it. If you don't want to access, you can detach it. Okay. And also I will show you one more option here. So I showed option from here. Okay. But I will show another option. Simply you can eject it. Simply you can eject it like a pen drive. You can eject it. Just eject. I drive. I click on eject. See, it is gone directly. Okay. So if you look at here also, it is gone. I ejected from here, and you need to go to virtual hard that thing like once you have a virtual hard disk, you need to go to disk management to attach. You can attach it from here also. You can double click on this one, or you can right click on a mount. You can click on a mount or a double click on the virtual hard disk. Okay, see, it is iDrive is attached. Guys, this is about your virtual hard disk. Completed or not? Completed, not completed. This one more left is there, na? People are not at all speaking. Dynamically expanding disk. So that is one more left. So we'll do it that one. So 1 days, 2 days, this is the fixed disk, right? So I'm going to dynamically expanding disk. I'm creating. Create a VHDX, dynamically expanding disk. So I'm putting in a H drive, and I put a name is CTS9 dynamically expanding. Just for our remember, like which name, which one you created. Save it. Okay, I'm giving 10 GB. Remember, see, 10 GB fixed disk, 10 GB, and dynamically expanding disk also 10 GB only. I'm creating VHDX dynamically expanding. Click OK. See how fast it is created. Okay, 10 GB automatically created. See, fastly. For a fixed disk, it take time. Dynamic disk, it won't take time. Next, what to see? Refresh. Is any changes in a 150? No changes. If you look at earlier, it is 160 to 160 to 150 because of fixed disk. It occupied 10 GB. Now I created another 10 GB disk, but no changes here. No changes here. Why? Because of this dynamically expanding disk will occupy very less space in starting. It will grow along with your data in the virtual hard disk. The disk size will increases if you put a data in the disk. So initially it is a 4 MB and it keep increasing. So don't worry, it will keep increasing before you put any data. So what is the first step? It's a fresh disk. Again, initialize MBR or GPT. Now disk is ready. Create a simple volume. You can create a partitions also, no problem. I'm not doing it. It's very simple. Okay, NTFS. Finish it. So remember, iDrive is fixed disk, and new drive. Maybe it is a J drive. The J drive is dynamically expanding drive. Okay. Now, if you see here, it is the size of the dynamically hard disk is changing. Earlier it is showing 4 MB. Now it is showing 164 MB. Now it is showing 164 MB. Okay. And practically It's not showing much variation here. 150 GB. Okay, 150 GB only it is showing still, and does not contain any data. Now what I'm going to do is, your eighth batch is having lot of data. So you want 8 batch data or your batch data? Oh, 4 point, that much data I can't store. So first, that this is enough. I think this is itself 3 GB. So much of data. Control C, don't use this one because it's not a very old batch. J, this is J. Paste. I'm putting a almost like a more than 3 GB data inside. Okay, don't worry. Monday onwards we have a very good. It take time.
What is the benefit of making virtual disk?
Very good. That's a good question. Correct question. Very good. So, like you can store the data, and whenever you want it, you can connect it, and we can access the data. We can disconnect it also. That is the one thing. Next, you want to connect this data to your virtual machine. You can connect it. You can make a copy of it, and you can send to your friend. Okay. Normal hard disk you can't send it, right? But virtual hard disk. What is virtualization? It is intact. It is intact, or a detect, like a, no contacts to your physical resources. It use the physical resources, but it is intact with the uh, physical machine or a physical resources. So you can move your virtual things from one machine to another machine very easily. Okay, so whenever you want it, so you can give the virtual hard disk to anyone as a single file, so they can connect and they can access the data, or or they can connect it to the virtual machines and they can access the data. Earlier days when I do some practicals, what I will do, I'll copy all the data into one virtual hard disk. So when I want the applications you want to install, okay, when I want to install applications to install in a particular virtual machine, I'll attach that virtual hard disk. So I load the applications from the virtual hard disk and start installing from there. Okay, once work is completed, I will detach the virtual hard disk. You can store operating system. You can boot the machine with a virtual hard disk that is introduced in 2008 server itself. Okay, you can store operating system in a virtual hard disk, and you can boot with a virtual hard disk also possible. Okay. Practically we tried it, but it is not successful. But guys, see, it is 3 GB data, almost 3 GB data I inserted here. Okay, if you see, it is a 10 GB disk, and now it is showing 7 GB free space. It means 2.98 GB we are put in a disk. Okay, and now if you see, no, not this one. If you see my H drive, now it is showing 147 GB free. So 150 GB is there earlier. Now it is 147. Why it is 147 now? Because almost 3 GB data I put it into my virtual hard disk, and it is occupied. So now it is 147. Like this, I can put up to 10 GB data into this virtual hard disk, and it will keep occupying there. So if you keep putting the data into the virtual hard disk, it keep occupy your physical space. See, it is now earlier first time when I create, it is a 4 MB, and next it is 164 MB. Now it has become almost 3 GB, 3.06 GB space. It is occupied in your disk physical location. Okay, so that is the difference between fixed disk and dynamically expanding disk. Fixed disk means when you create a hard disk, it occupy space in your physical hard disk. Okay, you create a 10 GB disk and it will occupy 10 GB space in your physical, irrespective of how much data in the virtual hard disk. Next, if you create a dynamically expanding disk, so it won't occupy any data when you created a hard disk, but if you keep putting the data, it expands and occupy the space in your physical location. And both the disk maximum size, that maximum data only we can put, like a 10 GB we put a 10 GB data, 20 GB hard disk we can put a 20 GB hard disk data only. And I got very good question, that is, what is the use of this virtual hard disk? Okay, so virtual hard disk, literally we can move from one place to another place. That is the one thing. Okay, next, virtual hard disk we can connect it to the virtual machines and we can run with the virtual machines. Okay, if you I my world systems, world things are removed, maybe are there, so I didn't remember, but I will show you some of the hard disk. Here it is. Any hard disk is okay, no problem. Can you see it is VMDK? It is also a virtual hard disk from VMware virtual hard disk, VMDK format. It is also virtual hard disk and use it and are connected to, it is used and connected to your virtual machine. So here it is. I have a main virtual hard disk. This is the additional virtual hard disk I added. Okay. So here I store some data inside. Okay. I can access through virtual machines. So virtual hard disk are to store the data, like you can store the data in a physical hard disk. It occupies physical space. It occupies your physical space only, and you can transfer the data. You can transfer. You can transfer the virtual hard disk from one machine to another machine. Okay, you can connect the virtual hard disk to to virtual machine and access the data from it. And usually virtual hard disks are used to store operating system of virtual machines, operating system of virtual machine. Of course we can boot with it also. Only first question is, guys, do you understand the difference between fixed disk and dynamically expanding disk or not? That's the first question. Do you understand difference between fixed size and a dynamically expanding virtual hard disk or not?
Understand, sir.
Understand. Very good. Difference between formats VHD and VHDX.
Sir, what is the difference between physical hard disk and virtual hard disk?
Virtual hard disk and
Physical hard disk.
physical hard disk is physically located, physically attached to your machine.
Yeah.
Virtual hard disk is, you can store a data like a physical hard disk, but it is, we can't attach directly like a machine, but through it is occupy the space in a physical hard disk. It occupies
Yeah.
space in a physical hard disk only, just like your file only it is. But we can store a data in a, like a you store. And physical hard disk, can you move one partition or one disk? You can't send through the internet, right?
Yeah.
Physical hard disk, can you send physical hard disk directly to anyone? You have to remove it like that, right? But virtual hard disk, you can make number of copies and you can send to anyone. That is also possible. Okay,
Oh, okay.
very good, very good. That's also very good question. Okay, as a formats, VHD, VHDX, Microsoft formats, Microsoft, if you are using Windows 10, Windows servers, you will get a VHD, VHDX formats. VHDA, VHDS also there. VHDA and VHDS also there, but I'm not going to that one. VHDA is usually for a snapshot purpose. VHDS for a VHD set purpose. Okay, that will confuse again a little bit. So VHD set. It's a VHD set is a one more kind of stuff is there, that is called a virtual hard disk, sharing virtual hard disk. Like you can share the virtual hard disk, shared virtual hard disk model. Okay, another one is VHDA. That is another VHDXA something is there. Okay, so this I put a um, hashtags. Looks like a comment, but don't go for up to now currently. Whenever you go to Hyper-V, there we can see it. Okay, don't fill with so many details. Okay, these are important details I'm telling currently. So VHD, VHDX, fixed size, dynamically expanding. Okay, guys, some people call this as a provisions. Provisions. In provision, thin and thick is also there. Okay, so I will show you thin provision and thick provision. Thin, no, so provisioning. Okay, thin provisioning, thick provisioning, like this. This is the names are there, so don't get confused. Thin means dynamically expanding. Thick means fixed disk. Okay, that's a thin provisioning. Thick. See, it is thin provisioned virtual hard disk consumes only space that it is need initially and grows with the time according to demand. Thin provisioning. Okay, thick is opposite. Yeah, this is whenever we visit that kind of stuff, then we can compulsory be required. But remember this one. Some depends upon the guys technology and company changes. Terminology little changes are there. Just you have to understand that one. So like a virtualization, VMware, VMware Workstation, VMware vSphere, VMware ESXi, vCenter. Microsoft, Hyper-V, virtual hard disk, VHD, VHDX. Okay, this kind of stuff they will use it. SCVMM, SEAC, Azure Cloud. These are the terminologies. That's the only terminology differences. Concepts are same only. Understand the concept. Okay, understand the concept. This is the provisions. Provisioning or a provision like this. Inside thick and thin provision. Thin provision is, so very simply say, what is a thin provision? What is thin provision meaning is dynamically expanding. Okay, if you know one and you can understand so many things. Okay, so thick means fixed one. Thick means it is thick means it's simply fixed one. Okay, so like that. Next, these formats are little different in different organizations. So what I'm going to do is I will remove this thing. Okay, so to avoid the confusion, uh, VMware virtual hard disk format is VMDK. VMware. Okay, Linux KVM or Q Q QEMU. This is the correct one. Okay, Linux virtualization platform. So Linux, in a Linux, KVM and QEMU is a virtualization platform. Like you have a Hyper-V, like So along with the Linux operating system, you will get a KVM, QUM options also there. So virtualization platform is there, and you want to create a virtual machine in the Linux machine. So that virtual machine also has a virtual hard disk. May I go again? Think like this. Okay. So next time this will come. Okay. This is my Linux machine. Okay. This is my Linux machine. In Linux also we have a virtualization platform to create a virtual machines. So that platform is nothing but a KVM and QEMU. This is the virtualization platform hypervisor virtualization platform. Without using any application, you can create a virtual machines in a Linux environment. Okay, Linux 6 and 7. Next, you create a virtual machine in the Linux by this on this platform. Virtual machine have a as a where virtual machine operating system stores, where it stores. Virtual machine has a compulsory virtual hard disk. Virtual machine, you have a VMware virtual machine, Windows 10 like that you created now. Virtual hard disk, VMware has a sorry. Virtual machine has a virtual hard disk. This virtual hard disk format is QCOW2 version 2. Okay. So what is this? It's a virtual hard disk. I can't able to write in small letters. It is a virtual hard disk. Yeah, very good question. Ajay asked one question. So I compulsory will tell answer. Okay. So this is PCOW2. So you can use a cap letter or small letter, no problem. Okay. This is also a virtual hard disk format. Okay. Um, Oracle virtual box also having a format called a .vdi. .vdi. Okay. And also it will support Oracle virtual box support different type of virtual hard disk. It support a different type of virtual hard disk also. Okay, normally Hyper-V or a Microsoft support VHD VHDX, VMware support VMDK, but Oracle VirtualBox support different type of things. Okay. So I'm creating a new virtual machine. Give some name, no problem, because I don't create anyway. Yeah, it is asking to create, so definitely you should delete properly. Okay. No problem is anything like you can put any Windows or Linux or anything you can put it create. But it is asking, see, VDI virtual box disk image, VHD virtual hard disk, VMDK virtual machine disk, HDD parallel hard disk, QCOW, QEMU copy and write, QED QEMU enhanced disk, fixed allowed d- fixed size dynamically allocated. Okay, so this is things. Okay guys, but it is VirtualBox image. I didn't create. See, it's I cancelled it. Okay, virtual. So it is VirtualBox image, disk image. Okay. QEMU copy on write, meaning is copy on write. And I got two meeting. Okay. For VMware, there is a no physical hard disk. Yeah, that is I will tell. See, because we don't see where it is created, that's another problem. But look at it, guys. This is my. If you look at this is a VMware when I create a virtual machine. So we can see this is a my VMware workstation pro. Guys, difference is there. VMware is a company, like a Microsoft is a company, organization, right? VMware workstation is a product. VMware workstation is an application. VMware workstation is an application which we use to create a multiple virtual machines. Multiple type of virtual machines we are creating, and we install a different type of operating system. To create a virtual machines in our regular desktops, we are using VMware workstation. Okay, VMware is an organization company. Don't say VMware and that's cut it. No, no, no. VMware workstation. Okay, so any virtual machine. So click on some virtual machine. I clicked on here. So in this one, I have a Windows server is also there installed. Win server S1. Okay. So right click on it. Open VM directory. Open VM directory. Click here. It opens where the virtual machine is stored. Where the virtual machine is stored. This is my virtual machine's information. This is the virtual machine data stores here only. VMX file is a virtual machines VMware virtual machine configuration file. VMDK is a virtual machines disk file. Disk, hard disk, virtual hard disk. So here your virtual machines data stores. In this one, your virtual machines data stores. Okay, virtual machine, operating system, applications, and data stores here. Of course, I added an extra virtual hard disk. That is a different point. What it is, it stores here only. It's a snapshot metadata. Nothing is there. Nothing. I didn't create any snapshots. Okay. If I switch on this virtual machine, and it will create another file like this. Okay, in this range only. That is a RAM related one. RAM related one. Okay. Like if I start this virtual machine, so I powering on this virtual machine. I should not power on it, but I powered on. So see, immediately it changes. This is a RAM. See, it is showing a 4 GB. It is showing 4 GB because of I given 4 GB for this virtual machine. So your virtual machine, don't take your physical machine directly. All are in a files format in your physical location only. Okay, in your physical location, all are in a different files. Okay, so enter your virtual machine file stores in a this location, one location somewhere. Where is your location? That's location. Okay. So your virtual machine separate files are there. One of the file is virtual hard disk file. One of the important file is virtual hard disk file, where it is in your in the particular location only, in your physical hard disk only, in the physical hard disk. Yeah,
Sir, I have
tell
a
me.
doubt, sir.
Yeah, tell me.
Sir, in virtual hard disk, we can create in VMware, we'll create a hard disk in the form of different partitions, sir. So,
Yes.
do we able to create like that in this ESG also, sir?
One second. You ask a question like in a VMware, when you practice a Windows 10 mainly, so we are practicing like create a partitions of a disk, right?
Yes, sir.
So like a physical hard disk in your physical machine, how you create a partition, same partitions we are creating here. Okay, and for this is a virtual machine for you. When you go to this virtual machine, for you this is look like a physical machine, physical hard disk only. Okay, and you create a partition. That's it up to machine level. But when you come out from the machine and you shut down this machine or come out from the machine, you look at this with physically your physical perspective, means outside perspective, not inside a virtual machine perspective. This is a inside virtual machine, right? So when you log in, so this is a your this is my virtual machine. Okay, so if I log into this virtual machine, I look at a hard disk. I look at that hard disk as a physical machine only, as a physical machine only. So I look at the hard disk as like a physical machine. I create a partitions. Okay, and but when I come out from it, I look at, if I look at from here, from my physical machine, physical folder, I look at it. This is a single folder, single one only. The hard disk file is single one only. But in the machine, it is multiple thing. Means your physical hard disk is physical hard disk, right? How many partitions you are making it? Still, it is a single hard disk only. Same thing, same concept. So there is no difference. Okay, that's actually meaning of virtualization. What is the meaning of virtualization means? Lot of people, virtual machine means it's a imaginary. People think it is a imaginary kind of stuff. No, no, no. It is a function as your physical one only. It is a function like your physical one. Okay, it is like a, simply say virtual machine. Virtual machine function as a physical machine only. But only thing is, virtual machines stores its data into physical drive, and it utilize your physical resources. It use your CPU, it use your RAM, and as well as it use your physical hard disk. That is the thing. And one more question I got it, that is very good question also. See, here it is. uh, Assume that my PC consists of only 10 GB of hard disk. Then I created a fixed VHD with a 10 GB. Can I save a file of 1 GB in my hard disk without disturbing the fixed hard disk? See, you said fixed hard disk, and you are having a 10 GB fixed hard disk, means main hard disk. Physical hard disk is 10 GB, and you created a fixed hard disk inside it. You create a fixed hard disk inside it. That is also 10 GB. Both are 10 GB, 10 GB, disk full, right? It is a fixed, it occupies your 10 GB. Okay, it is full, so you don't have any space left in your physical memory. Okay, instead of that one, so you have a 10 GB hard disk. Okay, 10 GB physical space, physically space is available, or a physical disk is there. Okay, and you put a dynamic disk. Okay, you created a dynamic disk. Okay, that is also 10 GB. Dynamically expanding disk, no dynamic disk, it is a dynamically expanding disk. That is also 10 GB. That is also 10 GB. Okay, but 10 GB physical disk, 10 GB dynamic disk. But what is the dynamic disk? It won't occupy entire space first, right? First it will take 4 MB, then increase 164 MB as we seen practically, and you put a 1 GB data here. So physically you have a 9 GB, still free space is there if you put inside 1 GB here, or you put a 1 GB in your physical drive. You put a 1 GB in your physical drive. Yes, you can put it because you have a lot of space available, right? Without disturbing that one. So this data means virtually this data won't disturb the physical one. Physical data won't disturb this one. No interaction. Okay, but space is space only. Space is space only. So if you put a 1 GB in your physically, like in 10 GB, you put a 1 GB, you can put it. Okay, so you can put a 1 GB here, then it will occupy 1 GB. That's it. Yeah, one more small correction for my answer also there. Okay, so because there is a few many things are there. Look at this dynamically. There is a problem with the dynamic also there. Dynamical days. Okay, so sorry. Not only a 10 GB, you can create a 100 GB in the 10 GB physical disk. You can create a dynamically expanding disk, 100 GB disk in a 10 GB disk also, because it's not yet occupied. Okay, what is a problem you will occur in a future of using a dynamically expanding? See, here it is. This is my total physical disk. This is my physical disk. Think like I have a 500 GB free disk space. 500 GB free disk space. I'm creating a lot of dynamically expanding disk. 100 GBs, 200 GBs, like that. I'm creating like this. So these are all dynamically only. Think like I put a 1 GB data here, I put a 2 GB here, 1 GB, here is a 4 GB, so 2 GB, here it is something like a 2 GB, and this is a 1 GB. Count. So how many are there? 4, 8, 10, totally 13 GB is occupied currently. So when I look at right click properties, I got almost like a 4, so 87 or 485 GBs available. So still I can able to create it. But when I create this one, these are all 100 GBs. This is 100 GB, this is 100 GB, this is also 100 GB. Dynamic display. These many 100 GBs I created. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 700 GB dynamic disk are I created. But internal data is less. So it is look like less space occupied, more space available, more space available. But you keep putting a data, and now it is all are become 100 GBs. Then what will happen? 700 GB. You can't put it because you are physically 500 GB only. You can't put a 700 GB in a 500 GB. You can't put it, right? So immediately disk full warning will generate. Disk full warning will be generated. So be careful when you are doing this one. This concept, if you understand, good. If you don't understand, you will try later. So you can question yourself, you will understand. Okay, so no problem. But think like think in the way in with the different scenarios. Okay. Any other question, guys? Okay. Now, so when I open this, if you want to use a virtual machine and you want to store your virtual machine's data, means virtual machines operating system or application like that data, hard disk data into your physical drive directly, and also there will be a options, there is a options. Okay, so that is a possibility is there. And here where are I there? Okay, so like this formats from Microsoft: VHD, VHDX up to 2 terabytes, and VHDX is more than 2 terabytes and up to 64 terabytes virtual hard disks we can able to create it. And VMware means VMware is an organization, and VMware workstation, workstation, vSphere products. Okay, maybe you don't know now currently what is vSphere, no problem, but that is also another virtualization vSphere thing. So we can use VMDK. So both virtual machine, the virtual machines, virtual hard disk format is VMDK format, VMDK format. Okay, VMDK formats only. If you have a Linux machine, and in a Linux machine you create a virtual machine in the Linux machine, so that machine's disk format is QCOW2. Okay, Oracle VirtualBox .vdi VirtualBox images also there, and Oracle VirtualBox support different type of virtual disk bases also. There's a mainly two type of disk are there: fixed disk, dynamic disk, and one more is there, but I'm not going to that one. So, but first understand fixed disk is a virtual hard disk file is allocated to its maximum size when a virtual hard disk is created. Okay, whenever you create a virtual hard disk and it occupies space immediately from your physical space, physical hard disk. Dynamically expanding disk, when you put a data into the virtual hard disk, then only it will the size of the virtual hard disk will be increases. And also there is another terminology in a different technology, so that is called a thin provision, thick provision kind of stuff. It is very simple. Thin provisioning means dynamically expanding type, thick provision is a fixed type only. Okay, so few more things are there, like a parenting differencing disk is also there. Okay. So it is a parent child disk type. Okay. Parent child disk, so one we use it for a snapshot technologies and as well as a data protection related kind of stuff. I will try to explain it, guys. If you don't understand, it's okay, but try to listen very carefully. This is my disk, and this disk contains a data. Practical, I can't show you now until unless I have a Hyper-V. Yeah, I have a Hyper-V here. Updates are available, and it will very slow. Don't worry. Okay, I have a data in that one. I have a data in the virtual hard disk. This is my virtual hard disk VHDX. I'm talking in a Microsoft way. VHDX virtual hard disks. Okay, and I have a data. Now you want to do something with this data. You want to take the data, modify the data, and analyze the data, and you want to do something with the data. If you do it, what will happen? You have a data in the disk. Okay, for example, you have a data in this disk. You want to access the data. You want to access the data. You want to modify the data. You are going to modify data. You are doing some adjustment in the data, so then you will get some kind of result from it. So if you do like that, what will happen to the data? What are the possibilities will happen to the data? Tell me, guys. This is 12:30. I didn't see. Sorry. Actually, I want to give break at 12 o'clock, but it's become 12:30. So we'll continue another half an hour, and we'll say bye bye today.
Sir, I have a doubt.
Yeah, tell me.
Sir, we Microsoft Hyper-V and VMware are as same, like sir.
Again, VMware. VMware is a company, and Workstation is an application. That's very careful because VMware has a lot of products. Last time, one of our student, means 4 years back only, we showed some practicals in VMware. He said in an interview, I know VMware. And he start asking about the virtualization questions, other product. Okay, Workstation. This is an application. So you download this application, install the application, and create a virtual machines inside. So that is the final product. Microsoft is also an organization. Microsoft Hyper-V is a virtualization platform. So you can create a virtual machines. This one also. You can create virtual machines in VMware Workstation, and also you can create a virtual machines in a Hyper-V also. But Hyper-V is not a application. It is not a application. It is a feature or a role in a Microsoft Windows servers and as well as a Windows 8 and Windows 10. Again, I'm telling what is it is. Hyper-V is a feature
Sure.
or a role. Role in the sense, role in the Windows servers. Windows servers. Role in the sense, Windows servers. Like a 2008 64-bit. Okay. Next 2008 R2. 2008 R2, 2012, 2012 R2, 2016, 2019, 2022. These are the Windows servers. In that Windows servers, as a role, Hyper-V is available. We can't download the Hyper-V. Next, as a feature, Windows 8. Okay, you should require Windows 8 professional or a enterprise, not in a home. Lot of people say like, sir, I don't find Hyper-V usage there is. If you are having a home single pack, single language pack, home editions you are getting, right? So we buy a laptops directly with the Windows 10 operating system. They give Windows 10 homes. So home and home don't have Hyper-V feature. You must require minimum professional or a enterprises. Windows 8, 8.1 and a Windows 10 professional enterprises with a 64-bit, compulsory 64-bit is required as a feature. You will get it. It is not a application. VMware Workstation is a application, and we create a virtual machines in using this virtual machine and as well as a Hyper-V. And why I said workstation is specifically word because of VMware. Also, there is a product called vSphere. Okay, this is also a bare metal virtualization, server virtualization kind of stuff. It is not application. It is direct operating system. It's like an operating system, not even operating system. It is directly installed in your hardware. Don't require any operating system. Just directly install in your hardware. Like your how you install operating system, same thing only. We can install in a server directly. Okay, and you can create a virtual machines inside. Okay, it's not application itself has its own kernel, so it can install in hardware directly. Okay, and one more problem is there. This is equivalent to your Hyper-V server. Hyper-V server is also there. Okay, Microsoft Hyper-V direct server, not as a role and features. Direct server core Hyper-V is there. Hyper-V server is there separately. Okay, when you download a 2019 or a 2016, there you can see Microsoft Hyper-V. So that Microsoft Hyper-V is a core Hyper-V direct server. These are similar. This is not similar. Both are separate. It's along with operating system. Okay, this Hyper-V what I told, this is along with operating system. Okay, this Hyper-V is a directly server. vSphere is directly server. Workstation is application. That's the difference. Yeah. Last one. Okay, got the point. No need to complete understanding, at least understand this point. That's it. Difference between Hyper-V in Windows 10 and VMware Workstation in our machines. That difference is important first, at least as per your knowledge, because you know that one. Yeah. Okay, that's it about now, because it's my recording